Hey everyone, welcome back to the Detroit Lions Fonza for my Week 2 picks. Let's dive right into it, shall we? First you have Green Bay against the Bills. I'm picking Green Bay on this match. They're a little more explosive on offense, and both have pretty good secondary, so that should be fun to see as far as both sides passing. And we'll see how the run games goes for each side in this game, so that's a question mark for both teams. But I am picking Green Bay. Then you have Miami against Minnesota. That should be another good game, seeing Brendan Marshall and some of the other guys out there. Both offenses, I think, are not up to their full potential yet, so we'll see if either of these offenses are really going to pick up in this game, because I think both offenses need to pick up if they're going to win their respective divisions, or try to anyway. And I think I'm going to pick Minnesota in this matchup, but it's going to be close, so I expect a close one in that game. And then you have the Cleveland Browns against the Chiefs, and I'm going to pick the Chiefs here. I think they're a little more explosive, and they look pretty nice on pretty much all phases of the ball. As long as they try and on offense, I think they got a little conservative against the Chargers. I think they need to try and attack and just finish the job, per se, bury the team. And they look good on special teams, defense, offense, so they weren't looking too shabby. And then the Cleveland Browns, they had their moments, but I think they just need to calm down and just try and come in with a game plan. And I think this could be an interesting game, but I do think the Chiefs will win. Another Sunday, nice game against Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. I call this the fun front game, just because we're gonna have some good defensive front on both sides of the ball. You have Urlacher, he's looking pretty nice right now, and then you got DeMarcus Ware, so you're gonna have a lot of guys coming in and just attacking the quarterback. So Jay Cutler and Tony Romo are both going to have to be on their feet. But I'm going to pick Chicago in this game. Their offense is a little more consistent, and they have different ways of moving the ball. If it's not just trying to go deep downfield, but they have different ways of moving the ball, and they've been pretty successful with it. And Dallas, they just haven't been able to get it going on the offense. I don't know why, but they've moved the ball a little bit, but they just haven't been able to get it in the end zone. So I'm definitely going to pick the Bears here. They seem a little more consistent on their offense and a little more explosive at this point. And next you have the Cardinals against the Falcons. I'm picking the Cardinals here. The Falcons seems like they're just out of sync, and they need to figure a way what they're going to do with that offense. So yeah, I'm definitely going to pick the Cardinals in that game. And then you have Carolina and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm going to go with the Bucs in this game, but I think it will be quite close, just like a couple of the other ones I just stated. But I think it will be close, but I do expect the Tampa Bay Bucs to take that one. And then you have Philadelphia against Detroit. I'm going to go with Philadelphia in this game. I think Vic will be starting, so it's going to be tough for the Lions defense to try and play against this guy, because if you come in with a blitz, if we don't get him, then he's going to be gone. And then you can trick us with a couple of bootlegs, maybe give it to the running back, or maybe he can throw, hand it off to the running back, or he can run. So it's tough to play that, especially when your secondary might be a little iffy. So I do think the Eagles will beat us, especially without Stafford. I'm not sure if we'll be able to keep up on points, because there's a question mark on Sean Hill, but we'll see how that goes. Hill he did complete some passes. He didn't look horrible, but we'll see what happens. But I am picking Philadelphia to win that game. Then you have the Bengals and Ravens. This should be a fun game. I am going to pick the Ravens, but in no way do I think it will be a blowout, but I do think the Ravens will win this game. The Bengals got they got the booty tapped by the Patriots in Week 1 in the first half, but the second half they came out and did some stuff. But I do think Baltimore will take this, and Anquan Bolden's looking like a beast, and then you got TJ coming back in, and we'll see how both defenses play. It's a division game, so both sides are gonna play tough, and then you got Ray Lewis, so that just always intensifies everything, especially in the division. Then you have the Steelers and Titans. I'm gonna go with the Titans here, but I think this is gonna be a close one, so this should be fun. See if Chris Johnson can get a 100-yard game again, catching up to that. If he gets 100 yards this game and then one more, then he'll be tied with Barry Sanders for that one record. My boy Barry, gotta love it. I love me some Sanders. All right, here we go. Then we got the Seahawks and the Broncos. I'm gonna pick the Seahawks in this game. It's gonna be a good game. Both teams didn't look too bad Week 1. Seahawks they came out and just really surprised me. Them dudes is looking nice. I'm going to pick the Seahawks here, though. We'll see what Denver does. I don't think it'll be a bad game, though. But I do think the Seahawks will win that one. Then you have the Raiders and Rams. This should be another good game. I'm expecting the Raiders to win just because they're at home, but Sam Bradford didn't look too bad Week 1, so this should be interesting to see how he comes out after his Week 1 performance. He had a couple bad plays, but he had some good plays too, and he had to throw a lot, but I think they just need some receivers, and that could be a good team, so I'm going to pick Oakland I think we'll get a better look at what Oakland did get they got smacked around last week, but I think they're going to come out and look a little better, and we'll get a better feel of what Oakland's about. But this should be an interesting game. And then you have the Texans and Redskins. I'm picking the Texans. Their offense is a little more explosive. I'm not sure if the Redskins have their in sync with their offense yet, so I'm going to pick the Texans here. Then you have the Jets and Patriots, and I'm going to pick the Patriots because the Jets, I'm not sure where their offense is right now. The Jets want to do big things, but they're not going to do any of that big stuff without that offense. It's got to be a little better than that, but their defense is. Then you got the Chargers going up against the Jacksonville Jags. I'm going to pick San Diego in this game, but it should be a good one. Got some good runners in here, so we'll see what happens in this game. I think San Diego will try, but if they do lose, they usually always come charging back. So if you're a San Diego fan, if you guys lose a couple in the first one, I wouldn't panic too much. The Chargers always come back. Then you have the Giants and Colts. Battle of the Mannings. It's going to be a good one. I'm going to pick the Colts. Peyton Manning's not trying to go 0-2 right now, but it's going to be a good game. Battle of the Mannings. Then Monday night, got the Saints and 49ers. I'm going to go with the Saints. 49ers just don't seem to have it together right now in their identity, so we'll see how that goes. And leave me your comments and stuff, and I'll see you guys. I'll see you with my post-game video. All right, see you next time on Detroit Lions Fonza.